everyone, I'm Barbara from Fairies in My Pond, and today is day 4 blogging, sculpting my new doll. In this video, I'm showing you where I'm at since my last video of showing you about the ears. Now for many of you that may not be following me on my Facebook page, you might want to check that out. I've been posting pictures and I will be posting more as I go along, and I've also been giving you tips. I will leave the link in the description and you can check that out if you would like. Okay, back to where I'm at. As for many of you that know, my core is wax. Now I'm going to have to melt this out. And the way that I will do this is I will make a little pinhole at the top of the head, maybe just a little bit bigger than a pinhole. I want the wax to melt out slowly. I will put my doll head in the baking soda and I will tilt her just a little bit, and the baking soda will actually support her. I want that wax to slowly seep out. When she's all cooked, what I will have to do is I will have to cut the crown of her head. Now this is not for a ball jointed doll, she's not going to be that, but I still want to cut this off because all of my doll heads I make hollow anymore. I want to cut that out and then I will drill it all out, clean it all out and everything, and then I will be able to put my eyes in from inside of the head. Now when I do the eyes, it will be the very last thing that I do. In other words, I mean my doll will not go in the oven anymore. I have found by doing it this way and not putting it in the oven anymore, I have saved myself a lot of problems and disappointments. Now, as for her neck, after I cook it up and everything and I will start her armature, I will get more into how I connect it with the neck. When I have the top of her crown cut off, there's something that I might be doing with the hair, but I'm not going to say what it is that I'm going to do because I might change my mind. We'll see how this all goes. Okay everyone, I'm going to check her over really good before I put her in the oven, and then I will be back and we'll see what she looks like. I've taken her out of the oven and I've also put her in the freezer, and I just want to show you what it looks like after I've taken her out. I didn't clean her up or anything. Now normally I would take this off, but I wanted to show you what it does look like when I take it out of the oven. Now then, when I say that I put it in the freezer, I want it to be a regulated cold temperature. A lot of people will try to put it on ice and it won't. They'll find that that's when their stuff will crack. I find by using the freezer method, my dolls just have never cracked ever since I've been doing it. So I just wanted to show you. And then this is the baking soda with some wax in it, and you just clean it up. And the inside of my head, doll head, is hollow. And I will just go in and I will clean up the doll, and that's what I'm going to do right now. But I wanted you to see what it does look like. Okay everyone, so I'll be back after cleaning. I cleaned her up, and when I was really looking at her, I decided to add more to her forehead and to the crown of the back of her skull. Then I recooked it, and I wanted to share this with you, is that with polymer clay, you can cook it as many times as you want. You just don't want to go over the temperature that the brand that you're using that says on the instructions. Don't ever go over that. I also would suggest too, and I know a lot of people do this, is that they will cook it under the recommended temperature, and a lot of times people are doing it so that it doesn't change the color. This is cooked at 275 degrees, and I can cook this as many times as I want, as long as I want, and it doesn't change. But I know that it is cooked thoroughly. Okay, now that I've added more onto her head, I went ahead and I put the line in so that I can cut the crown off. And all I did was I took the teaspoon, teaspoon, and I found the one that was going to fit over her head, and then I just went ahead and traced it so that I can at least get an even circle. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to cut this open with my drill, and I will be back with the next stage. Okay, I wanted you to see this. I've already started cutting off the top of her crown, and I've gotten as far as I can go, and I'm going to see if I can just pull it off. I might have to cut it a little bit more. Sometimes if I twist it, there. Okay, I wanted you to see that's what it looks like after I melt the wax out. Now I can just pull my stick out, but I'm going to leave it in there for right now. And then I'm going to show you that what I do is I will go in and I will clean this all up. And I want to thin this out. Now you see how thick the back of that head was, even with my wax, and it never cracked on me. I think the wax being the core, it really, I don't know, it was the best thing that I ever started using. I don't know, I can't even remember when I had a doll that cracked on me. I really love using the wax, but it might not be for everyone. I love working with wax, so I've been working with wax for a very long time. Okay, now you get the general idea of what it is that I'm doing here. Okay, and there I have it. Okay everyone, I'm going to let it go from there, and I will go ahead, clean this up, and then what I want to do is I also want to drill the eyes, but I have to get this all cleaned up and everything, and then I'm going to just kind of work on her face, smooth it out and whatever. But I'm going to let this video go from here, and I'm going to see you in my next blogging video.